to match up with their opponents.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Beckham complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Yeah, right.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. On play action, now Rodgers. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
25-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Complete to
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers dancing to his left. That's out to Chubb, complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Kaepernick going to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run with Geis. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The Eagle ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Sanders. And And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Jacob Phillips.
So no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
On the carry, this is Scott.
Oh, my God.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Rodgers. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now this throw caught left side. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers again now. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Come on,
Enough
man.
takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This is caught.
That's how he is.
And all the way in.
What's the treatment
Touchdown,
of this one?
Cleveland. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
Now Kaepernick.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Good. Makes the score Browns 27. Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Scott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mac Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
And it's 3rd.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Kaepernick. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Scott fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Boston Scott.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Chubb, the ball
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Browns 34, Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Eagles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Quarter of play with the score Browns 34, Eagles 7.
It's not to open that playbook up, man. You're in the same formation.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Kaepernick. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Kaepernick now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the...
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run the counter. It's Scott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Philadelphia.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Down at the 42-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This ball complete to Rager.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the ground, it's Geis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Browns 47, Eagles 14.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Good.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers looking to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Juicy.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.